Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we are going to discuss about Global Climate Risk Index 2021. In this session, we'll first discuss a brief about the Global Climate Risk Index 2021. Then we'll see what are the key findings of this index, and then we'll discuss the data regarding India with respect to this particular Global Climate Risk Index 2021, and also finally we'll discuss what are the concerns associated with the Global Climate Risk Index findings. So this is how I plan this session. Let's now start. Guys, the Global Climate Risk Index is released by environmental think tank and sustainable development lobbyist Germanwatch, which is an NGO based in Bonn, Germany. And what Germanwatch does is it analyzes quantified impacts of extreme weather events, both in terms of fatalities and economic losses, and ranks countries according to their vulnerability to extreme weather events. It also pushes for the need to support developing countries in coping with the effects of climate change. And the index is based on data from the Munich Re NatCat Service 11, which is most reliable and complete databases on this matter, and also uses socio-economic data from the International Monetary Fund, that is IMF. So this is the brief or background about this index. Now we'll discuss what are the key findings of this year's Global Climate Risk Index. The report states that between 2000 and 2019, over 4,75,000 people lost their lives as a direct result of more than 11,000 extreme weather events globally, and economic losses amounted to around 2.56 trillion US dollar, that is in purchasing power parity. And 8 of the 10 countries most affected between 2000 and 2019 were developing countries with low or lower middle income per capita. And globally, 11.8 million people were affected by intense monsoon, with the economic damage estimated to be 10 billion US dollar in 2019. And the Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and the Bahamas were the worst affected countries in 2019. Hurricane Dorian devastated Bahamas and Mozambique, and Zimbabwe and Malawi were affected by single extreme weather event of Cyclone Idai. And Japan and Afghanistan were other countries that fared worse than India on the index, and South Sudan, Niger, and Bolivia fared better in comparison, but still made it to the top 10 worst affected countries. So that are the key findings globally. Now we'll discuss what are the findings of Global Climate Risk Index with respect to India. So regarding India, the report states that the floods caused by heavy rain in 2019 took 1,800 lives across 14 states in India and displaced 1.8 million people. And states that overall the intense monsoon season affected 11.8 million people, with the economic damage estimated to be 10 billion US dollar. And the monsoon condition in the country in 2019 continued for a month longer than usual, with the surplus of rain causing major hardship. And a total of 8 tropical cyclones meant that 2019 was one of the most active northern Indian Ocean cyclone seasons on record, and 6 of them intensified to become very severe, and the worst was Cyclone Fani in May 2019. So these are the findings with respect to India. And if you see the data, vulnerable people in developing countries suffered most from the extreme weather events like storms, flood, etc. And also the impact of climate change was very visible around the globe, but poorest countries are hit hardest because they are more vulnerable to the damaging effects of a hazard and have lower coping capacity. So that is about the findings. Now we will discuss what are the concerns associated with the Global Climate Risk Index. When we analyze the Global Climate Risk Index, we can see for an emerging market like India, it is going to face extreme risk due to rapidly changing climate condition. A majority of Indian population is dependent on agriculture, which is being severely affected by the impact of climate change. And India's diverse physiography has many ecologies that are glaciers, high mountains, long coastlines, massive semi-arid regions, etc. which are hotspots of climate change. And global warming is another issue. Global warming is leading to an increase in the frequencies of cyclones, melting of glaciers at much faster rates, and heat waves, etc. And the lack of response from the government to safeguard its people against the impacts of climate change is also concerning. A national adaptation plan was prepared way back in 2008, followed by state action plans, but most of the plans lack resources to integrate the district development and disaster risk reduction plan. The COVID-19 pandemic reiterated that vulnerable countries were exposed to various types of risk, that like climatic, geophysical, economic, and health related, and that this vulnerability was systemic and interconnected. So these are the concerns associated with the global climate risk index. This is a very important index, and its findings are also very important. You can use this data in your mains answer writing, and also with respect to prelims also, this is a very important index which you should not miss. So that is all about today, guys. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.